Welcome student. Today we study the paddy crop of paper 1. Paddy crop should be also asked in different marks. So we should study it carefully. Each point should be noticed and remember carefully for our board exam. So we initially how it is studied, that is the this crop is mostly and always asked for 8 marks in question number 5. So it is important. Then sometime tabular information or question for AB, and 8 should be also asked in question number 2 or 3. Write a short notes. Some definitions are in there, it will be also asked. Some sentences are also asked for fill in the blanks. So we study the paddy or rice crop carefully. So first we know the family of paddy is the Gramineae. Then botanical name is the Oryza sativa. And then the origin or native place of paddy crop is the South India. These points are also carefully listen. Next one point is the importance of paddy crop. Paddy crop is most important cereal crop. It is grown or it is staple food of North Indian people as well as eastern part of country. Next, it is mainly consumed as a boiled rice. It is also used as a purchased rice. It also rich source of carbohydrates 78.5%, proteins 7.5%. So it has more nutritional values. Next one is it provide large number of employments to the different industries. Then paddy seed contains 18 to 20% oil, and this oil is used for preparation in wax or manufacturing of wax. So next one point, in European countries paddy seeds are used for preparation or manufacturing of alcoholic beverage, soft drinks, like in China, USA, Japan, that is also produce the soft drinks like beer and sake. Now next one is the husk is used for preparation of hardboard, and it should also use to prepare the light weighted bricks. Overboiled rice. Overboiled rice is used in starching of clothes. So next one point should be carefully remember for 1 mark, fill in the blanks. Paddy Crop Research Station in Maharashtra is located at Karjat district, Raigad. This question always ask for 1 mark. So this point should be noted. Next one point we study the ecology of paddy. In this, initially climatic requirement. What are the climatic requirements? First point we should be study that the rice or paddy crop is tropical climatic crop but successfully grown in subtropical climatic area. Number second, about 35 degrees Celsius temperature. Flowers blasting take place, and it also affect on pollen grain germination. But high temperature at the time of grain filling stage. It is required. So this point should be noted. Then the optimum temperature range for paddy crop is required 20 to 37 degrees Celsius, and rainfall range is required 900 to 1300 millimeter per year. Next one, high humidity, bright sunshine and assured supply of water increase the yield of rice grains, because paddy crop is also classified as a semi-aquatic crop, so it well stands or well established in standing water in different growth stages, so it has required more rainfall. Second point next is the soil requirement. Soil requirements: heavy soil, rich in organic matter soil are best suitable. Then it can be successfully grown. Alluvial soil, clay soil and clay loam soil, red soils successfully. Then it also successfully grown in acidic soil or saline soil. In Maharashtra, paddy crop is mostly grown in kharlands. So this point should be carefully noticed or carefully listen or remember. What are the requirement of soil? These are the soil requirements. So next one point should be also study the varieties of paddy crop. Which are the varieties? There are three types of varieties classified in three groups. Number one, local varieties. Number second, high yielding varieties. And number third, scented varieties. We should remember that during the Green Revolution, that time paddy varieties play an important role for fulfill the food grain supply of Indian peoples as well as Indian government. So these varieties, paddy varieties, play an important role during the Green Revolution. So next one, local varieties. There are Ambe Mohor 157, Ambe Mohor 159, Ambe Mohor 159 and 157. These are two separate varieties. Next one is the Karjat 184. These are the local varieties which are grown in that area. So next one is the high yielding varieties of rice or paddy. Vijaya, Jaya, IR-8, IR-22 and number 5 Basmati. These are the high yielding varieties of paddy. Then the scented varieties Basmati, Ambe Mohor and Chinnor are the scented variety of paddy crop. These varieties are also asked for 1 mark in fill in the blanks. That time we should write the answer as a crop name, that is the paddy. Next one point, we study the seed selection and seed treatments in paddy. This point should be always asked for 2 marks short note, question number 2 or question number 3. Seed selection point gives half mark and other seed treatments are given for 1.5 marks. So first point, seed selection. Healthy, clean and viable seeds are used for sowing which is free from pests and diseases. Next one, there is a seed treatments which are given in that crop before the sowing of seeds. Number 1, 3% brine water solution. Number second, organomercurial fungicide compound treatment. And number third, azotobacter culture treatment. These treatments are given for control the different seed-borne diseases, select the true type of seed, and also increase the atmospheric nitrogen. So now we explain each. 3% brine water solution treatment. What is brine water solution treatment? Brine water solution treatment means common salt dissolved in water. That time we prepare brine water solution. So number one, this treatment is given for selection of only healthy and true type of seeds of paddy. 300 gram common salt dissolved per liter water and solution is prepared. After that, seeds are allowed to dip into the solution for 5 to 10 minutes. Seeds which are floated on the surface of solution, it is removed. It is off type seeds, so it is removed. And seeds which are accumulated at the bottom of bucket, that seeds are taken out from the bucket and washed in a fresh water for 2 to 3 times, and laterally these seeds are dried in a shade, and after that it is used for sowing. Next one treatment is the organomercurial fungicide compound treatment. This treatment is given for the prevention of seed-borne diseases like rust, blast, root rot or foot rot, etc. Second one point, seeds are treated with the solution of cuprosan fungicide like copper oxychloride, cuprosan or cuprovit. 40 gram per 10 liter water solution is prepared. Then the seeds are allowed to dip into the solution for 10 to 15 minutes, and after that these seeds are taken out from the bucket and used for sowing. Before the sowing it is dried in a shade. Then the next point we study the azotobacter culture treatment. This treatment is given to increase the fixation rate of atmospheric nitrogen into the soil and save the nitrogenous fertilizer, because paddy crop gives more response to the nitrogen fertilizers. This treatment is given just before the sowing of seeds. Next one, 250 gram azotobacter culture, rub properly for 10 to 15 kilogram seeds properly. Then this operation help to increase the soil fertility and save the nitrogenous fertilizer. And after that, immediately treating these seeds are used for sowing within a 4 to 6 hours. Then the land preparation. Land preparation of paddy crop is written or explained by two ways. That is the dry land preparation and number second, wet land preparation. First we study the dry land preparation or preparatory tillage for paddy. After the harvesting of previous crops, stubbles and weed plants are collected and destroyed by burning. After that, dry land cultivation preparation method is adopted mainly where high laying area. Then paddy crop required soft and fine tilth or soft and fine seedbed. So proper preparatory tillage operations are given. After that, land is plowed and 3 to 4 time crosswise harrowings are given to crush the clod till the soil become soft and fine. After that, at the time of last harrowing, 10 to 15 tons FYM per hectare. Mix with soil properly. And land is prepared as a requirement of cultivation method. Next one point, wetland cultivation preparatory tillage operations. This method is adopted in where low laying area and sufficiently rainfall occurs in that season. In the month of May, paddy fields are bundled properly and allowed to accumulate rainwater during the rainy season in bundled fields. Then the ploughings are given into the soil for till soil become soft and fine. Ploughing is given with the help of wooden plough. This procedure, ploughing of paddy field, is given in standing water. This operation is known as a puddling preparation. What are the puddling? These definitions should be asked for 1 mark. Ploughing is given in standing crop. Ploughing is given in standing crop in paddy fields with the help of light wooden plough is known as a puddlings. This operation is repeated 3 to 4 times in standing water and soil become soft and fine and mud should be produced or soil become muddy. This is important. After that, sowing season and sowing time of paddy. Sowing season, sowing time and duration of crop. These 3 points are also we study. Season, number 1 season, Aus or autumn. This is sowing time is in the month of May to June and crop duration is 100 and 110 days. Number 2nd sowing season is Aman, that is the sowing time is June July and crop duration is near about 140 to 180 days. Then the next third one season is known as a Boro, that is sowing is given December to January and crop duration is 100 and 110 days. And last 4 sowing season is summer, that is sowing is done in the month of February to March and crop duration is 110 days to 130 days after sowing time. So these are the sowing times and sowing season and crop duration. We should also ask for 2 mark short note question. This point should be also asked for 1 mark. Sowing time, sowing season or crop duration of paddy crop, and next 1 point include another any one. So this point should be carefully noticed or noted. Number next, we should study the transplanting time of paddy seedlings. There are transplanting time of paddy seedlings. Paddy seedlings initially prepared in nursery and after that it is transplanted into the main field where labor supply is available and heavy rainfall occurs during the sowing season. In that area, seedlings are prepared in a nursery and after that it is used for sowing. This point should be asked for 1 mark, fill in the blank. Sowing, transplanting time of paddy seedlings, that is the paddy seedlings are ready to transplanting 21 to 30 days after sowing in a nursery. So this point should be carefully noticed. Duration of days, variety, and transplanting time in days. So varieties are generally classified three ways: early matured variety, mid-late matured variety, and late matured variety. Early matured variety that matured within 120 days. These variety seedlings are ready to transplanted within 21 days after sowing in a nursery. Mid-late variety that is matured within 135 days. These seedlings are ready to transplanting within 25 days after sowing in a nursery. And late varieties which is matured within 150 days, that seedlings are ready to transplanting within 30 days after sowing time in a nursery. So these points should be carefully listen and carefully notice. So next point should be study in next video. Thank you, students.